scones. We have the wonderful Connie Lacobe, who is the farmer owner of the House of Tea, House of Te, who will be instructing us on how to make the scones. And Connie, I have mentioned that we will be able to get the recipe from you, and I'll send it out later on to the attendees. So if you want to use the chat feature, and welcome Connie. Thank you so much to everybody.
Hi, welcome to my kitchens, and this is my old house, old kitchens, okay? But all right, so today I make the scone, and let me tell you my ingredient. Like Elena said, you don't have to really like write it down. You feel like it, go ahead, but if you will get the recipe. I for this scone I'm using fresh fruit. I don't use a traditional raisin, that kind of thing. Okay, so what I have, if you look over here, I have 4 cups of flour, or the all-purpose flour, 1/3 cups of the sugar, because you're not supposed to be very sweet for scone. Okay, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. I have 2 eggs, and I have half and half is in the refrigerator, and I'm using some matcha for green color. And for the utensil, I have using measuring spoon, spatula, the big spoon, and also little butter cutters. Okay. For other ingredient refrigerator, give me 1 second. I take it out. Now today a little bit tricky than normal, because I wanted to make the scone for the holiday, so will be like Christmas decorations. So using strawberry and some mint. That's for the Christmas theme. But also I want to cover the Hanukkah. It's a blueberry and also powdered sugars. You know, the white colors of blue and white. So when you follow me that time, in the part after I make the flour, I will separate them in the half. So 1/2 for the blueberry, 1/2 for the strawberry. Okay. For the butter I'm using 1.5 stick of butter, and it have to be cold. Okay. All right. So let's start the flour part. Okay. First, we make all this is 4 cups. I already measured. I'm using hand. If the people do not want to use hand, you can use a glove. But the hand is very important, because your natural warm in the body temperatures can break down melt down the butter. Okay. So then I have this 1/3 cups of the sugar, 1 tablespoon of the baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Now don't worry about it, I will use my hand to mix it up. Okay, it's all done. It's all dry part. This is just an extra flour. We might need it. Okay, now break it down. Use your hand. If you have a sipper, you can sip the flour. See the foam like that? You break it up all the flours in like a baking powder got to stick together. You just break it up. Okay, now it's good. The butter. I dump it in here first. This is 1/2 of the butter. Okay, when you roll the butter in, it's easy to cut. You see, I do it like this, cut. So far, have any questions? You can ask, because this take a little time.
Is there a brand of butter that you prefer?
I like that you use the one unsalted one, but you can use the organic. You can use the Irish one. It tastes good,
Any particular brand that you use besides unsalted? Is it land?
No particular brand, but it's up to your own. How much you like the what kind of butter. You can use the Irish butter, but no salt, unsalted one.
Okay, great. I think everybody's just watching you and so intrigued.
Oh, this is a patient one. Okay, this part have to be really patient.
Right.
Yeah, the one later on you can see me, but butter break. Try to blend it with the flour. That's really, you might want it to turn on some music. If you have a Christmas music, turn on. You might have to do it. You have to be patient. You cannot using the blender. That doesn't make because we don't want to make like Starbucks scone. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Here go. Here, see, you break it up using your hand. The hand is warm. With the flour, this is really patiently break it into the flours.
Yeah, and is this why the butter? It's important for the butter to be cold when you start.
Yes. Yeah. And then use it slowly, like using your body heat to melt to it. Because you don't want to cook the flours, okay? If you the hot butter will it'll come out, the texture is different.
Must be good for the hand movement.
Yeah.
Well, a little exercise there.
Right, I know. Like working on your finger.
Yeah. That's feel good.
Like a massage.
Yeah. Could you ever do this step and then keep that in the refrigerator and come back to it later? Or once you get this far, you have to keep going? Like would you ever prepare this part ahead of time and then not do anything else for like take a break and come back? Or would it not?
Oh yeah, you could do that. But as long you have to keep the butter cold, okay? Don't let it sit in the counter.
Right. Just put it in the refrigerator.
Yeah, right. And also as one point, when you like mix it with a wet, the wet mean later on the liquid and the egg the time. It's better off for the scone to bake, make it nice looking if you have to put it in the refrigerator for a little bit.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This must make a lot of scones.
We usually do that when I have a tea house at time. I do it once a day, one batch. We have to make sure fresh every day.
How many scones does one batch make?
Probably about 12. It depends on the size of the scoop. If you're using a half a cup size, it's about 12. If you're using like 3/8, that one smaller, then you can make 15.
Okay.
But I'm going to make two different size, and I tell you the half cup size is good for decoration. You can make a cream scone, which I already pre-whipped some cream. That for decoration holiday is really good. But I don't think unless all the lady gonna all the audience gonna stay with me for an hour. Otherwise, I'm going to after the you see me put an oven baking, asking a question. After it's done, I take it out and I will decorate and I send you some picture, Elena. You can send it to the people,
Okay. Here's another question. Can you use Crisco or half and half? Maybe half butter, half Crisco, or does it all need to be butter?
For the good taste, I really encourage you can use a butter. Crisco, I come out if that maybe the kind of like too soft.
Yeah.
Okay, it's getting there. Or you can just try to using if you're vegan, okay, you cannot using butter. You can using coconut oil, but you have to refrigerate the coconut oil ahead of time.
Okay.
Making a solid. It's not a liquid.
Okay.
Okay, it's getting there. See, look.
Yeah.
You blend well with the flour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I'm going to separate them. Half of that is to go to the compote berry. I'm going to refrigerate it and use it later. All right. All right, so now we call this one is a strawberry. Strawberry right here. Okay, the strawberry. I think this is going up. Okay, the strawberry mix in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we have 1 egg. Save 1 egg for the next batch. Okay, whisk it. Okay, now I'm gonna get that half and half. If you want it to be richer, you can using heavy whipping cream and also milk mix it together. That's very rich. Half and half is only is not really half milk and half um, half cream. You know everybody, right? It's actually more milk and less cream. But if you want richer, then you put really heavy whipping cream and milk in the same proportion. Three-quarter cup, because another three-quarter cup is for the blueberry. Okay, so together. Okay, this part is very important. Okay, so when you like pouring in, pour on the edge right here, outside rain, like a whirlpool. Okay, a little bit less, left it here. See how you blend. Now we do like folding. Have the patience. It's good with some classic music or the Christmas song music when you make holiday. You don't want it to like put in the blender and mix it because we don't want to make Starbucks scone, okay? I'm sorry. Scone's supposed to have a different texture. Okay.
So you added in fruit. Can you do savory variations as well?
Yes, I do. I just for Pay It Forward, the organization. I mix one scone using savory. I make a bitter melon scone. If anyone be a cheddar cheese with bitter melon, or you could do the one like you can do the bacon with cheddar cheese or something like that.
Lots of options.
Lot of options, yeah. It's only like what you do is just cut down your sugar content. See, you do the folding. You don't want to do the mix. You don't want to do the crazily mixing, okay? It's almost there. It's not perfect yet. It's because you want to see the kind of mix it well. See, like look a little dry there. You want to mix it together.
This is your shoulder workout.
Yeah.
I say the same thing. A lot of work here. Everyone will appreciate the store-bought ones. It says, looks like you're using a strong spoon like the wooden ones to do the folding is the way to go.
Yeah, this is a bamboo. It's better using a bamboo. Don't use a. I mean, because I'm in health department, health in that kind of requirement. You only allow when we in the food industry only allowed to use bamboo. You're not allowed to using wood.
Where do you get a bamboo spoon?
I got it in I think this is actually is for rice, like the rice scooping for rice cup, rice cooker thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that you can get it from H-Mart.
Okay.
Okay, it's almost there. See the how good it is. Have a little bit.
So it's just a little sticky kind of then.
Right. Yeah, and the hint is I will tell you when you scoop it in the baking pan the time you can support itself standing up. Now if you too much liquid, that's why I have extra flour. You have to get to this kind of texture. Okay.
Okay. Do the strawberries get all mushed up or do they stay whole?
They stay a little bit. I cut a little bit. You can Kevin, can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slice
You
them.
don't want to smash it because you make it too much liquid. It's really hard for the dough to can stand up like that. Okay, it will be too smushy. Okay. Now the part is okay. Move. I have two dogs and one dog love food. I drop a little dog. And this people. All right, now. Okay. Now this is the bigger scoop. It's a 1/2 cup. That's what I'm saying. When you scoop it, we can stand it myself. Okay. That's when it's good.
And what sorry, go ahead.
No, you have a question?
What do you have on your cookie sheet? Is that parchment paper or what do you have?
You can use parchment paper. I'm using a silicone.
Okay. And where do you buy that silicone?
It won't stick.
Where do you buy it?
Oh, where can it? Where is
Like Bed Bath and
the
Beyond?
one so Bath and Beyond? Yeah, I got one of that in there, and one of that I got what's my
A Smart?
no, not A Smart. Like she said, Bath and Beyond, and the one
Maybe Williams Sonoma or Sur La Table or something like that.
yeah, that's a kind of too expensive. I think they're like Bath and Beyond, and there was the one Marshall. Yeah, you want about or one in the Bell. What's the hardware store, Kevin? In
We'll find it. We'll find
Bearings.
it. Bearings, yes. Bearings doesn't have it. Yeah.
Yeah, they have everything.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay, it's just so we give it a little bit room. Now this part you have to do it fast. Now if you come to be more running, stuck it back in the refrigerator, and then it will be okay. Okay. So I'm doing the half a cup.
Okay. Some people said that you can get that thing on Amazon. The these silicone whatever tray holders.
Good.
Well, from my vantage, these look like awful big scones.
Yeah, that's gonna be bad because you're gonna cut that after you bake the time, you kind of slit it half, and then you put cream. It become cream scone. Okay, decorate it. Or you can make it smaller using this side. It's a preheat. This is for the party. This you can like decorate, and this is for your breakfast. Okay.
Yeah. Somebody got bamboo spoons and the silicone sheets at Home Goods. So it looks like you have lots of choices to try to buy them.
Oh, good. See, wonderful. Make sure you get the bamboo one, okay?
Yeah, metal will bend.
No, well, you see where making USA might not be, you know. The reason about the wood thing is just because they track in bacteria, you know, the whole thing about the health department thing. Okay, I'm going to get rid of all the strawberry. Sorry, I have to use a hand. This little baby one. All right, now this part done. Now for make the decorator have a little green, I have matcha.
If you're preheating the oven, Connie, what would you put it on?
I put it on the 350 to 375.
Right.
It quite depends on your oven, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Let me get some moringa. Now, if you have a sensitive to caffeine, then you don't do matcha. You do the moringa.
I'm not sure what matcha or moringa is.
Okay. Well, give me a second. Now, this is a moringa powder. Moringa is the leaves. Okay. It's one of the high protein vegetables, like this shape, like this. Okay. It's a moringa.
Okay.
There is one of the superfood. Okay.
Okay.
Matcha is a tea. It's a green tea, but they ground it into powder format. Okay. So it's a powder. It's a look. There's a matcha.
Okay. I've never heard of it.
Okay. Now this is a moringa.
And where are we going to buy the matcha or the moringa?
Okay. Give me 1 second, okay?
Oh, no
the moringa you can get it in the Whole Food.
Okay.
Or even online. See, like look green right here.
Yeah.
They look like green and red.
Nice.
Okay, like that. And also extra moringa, you can make smoothies. So it's really good. It's really good stuff. You know, the United Nations that time for the hungry drive that time, and 10 years ago they found a moringa helping have a lot of vegetable proteins for the hungry child, but against what is how you say against hunger, so children hungry in Africa. They thought they discovered moringa is a very good vegetables. Okay, now time to put it in. Okay, and you're using a little stick right here, and after set the time about 18 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So then you make sure you use a steak poker. It come out clear. That is done. You're supposed to be a little golden brown. Okay. And then you're gonna keep it cool until you can slice it, and you could using a whipping cream and put it in the middle, decorate it with mint or such for plating. And I would do that and send a picture to Elena. Now to go back here, we can do the blueberry.
Yeah. And a question about the moringa or matcha, is that just decorative or is it part of flavor?
Yes, it's a part of the for they have no taste. Okay, that's not measured for the taste. It's more like a decorative, you know. Matcha is a, you know, everybody. I think most of the people know matcha have an antioxidant, and it's a tea. It's a green tea. If people would understand about green tea, is so have antioxidant, you know, matcha that would be the one, and then you drink it, you know, like a Japanese tea ceremony, the times, okay. And also matcha can have been like a few years ago, people were popular about using matcha latte or matcha in the movie. So it's both for the benefit of both things. I don't want to be introduce you, oh, you can make green color. I want to using natural fruit into my scone recipe. I don't cheat using color.
Okay, good knowledge on that. And also, you can buy that at HEB or at Kroger, as well as Sprouts and Amazon. So all these things are good to know.
Okay. All right. If you have a tough time to particular, also Elena mentioned some. I'm also I'm also selling tea. I'm a tea merchant. So you have if you really need, you don't have a matcha, you need matcha, you can contact me. I do have a matcha. Okay. So here we go. Let's have a batch of the flour with butter is here, and at this time we do the film is for Hanukkah film. Okay, so blueberry. People love blueberry, so we save this. We save a little bit more for decoration. Okay. You're gonna see me mixing this again. All right. Now we have. We don't need the green anymore. So. Okay. Right. I'm pouring the milk mixture into the blueberry. Now you fold it. Look like this one is more wet. That's why it is flour. So we're folding only. I will show the work again. You can see that little bit wet in here. I can tell this batch is a little wet because this you can tell this one is a wet, more wetter than the last one. So you can add a little bit flour. Okay. That's all. Okay. Okay, you can stand. So it's good.
I have another question, Connie. How long will these need to cook? And any suggestions on how to know when they are done?
Okay, I want to say it's about 18 minutes. And to know it was done, you have to put a little stick right there to the center, to the scone, and make sure it's not stick. And also you look at it's like little golden color. Okay. All right. So in the meantime, I waiting for the oven done. I put the best thing to do, put in the refrigerator. Keep it cool. Okay. Now I see this one. You can tell right there. Put a little stick there.
Bamboo stick.
Yeah. No, you see, come out wet. Not done.
Okay.
Okay, so you have to make sure come out is clean. So you pop it another 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay. And another question, after they are baked, do you store them covered on the counter or in the refrigerator? And how long will they keep?
Scone you could freeze. After you cool down, for the holiday, you make a whole bunch, you cool down a little bit, and then you freeze them. Okay, when you ready to serve the time, about an hour before your party, take it out, and then you can serve.
Okay. And if you did,
Or you can dump in the microwave for like 10 seconds.
okay. And if you just baked them, leave them covered on the counter. You want to freeze them if you want to just have them whenever you want.
Say again the questions.
Are you able to, do they stay okay on the counter after you've cooked them, or do they need to go in the refrigerator if you don't want to?
Oh, no, stay in the counter until completely cool.
Right, but then if you don't want to eat them right away, but you don't want to freeze them either, do they stay okay? Are they like bread? Can you leave them out on the counter, or you need to?
Oh, I would not. I would just put it, for example, put one. You know you're gonna eat it tomorrow. You put 1 or 2 in the refrigerator, but the rest of them freeze them. It's
Okay.
better keep it fresh in the freeze.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
because it still have wet content inside. You will easily get moldy because you still have a fresh blueberry inside. Even you cook it, it's not a completely dry bread in a pot. Okay.
Okay.
And also have milk.
Okay. Good. We're caught up on the questions. It's smelling good in the oven.
Uh-huh.
Smells good.
I would take pictures. It's like what I see, like the other batch. After you make it refrigerator, you would bake a better instead of like a dough. The dough is kind of wet, melting. That is the scone doesn't standing up. So your batter the scone is standing before you bake.
Okay. If you don't put any fruit in them, or any cheese or anything, if you just cook them plain, then can you leave them out on the counter? If you don't put any fruit in them? Or do they still need to be refrigerated after they're baked?
I think that maybe you can live in the counter if you don't have anything like I would say, but it's up to yourself because remember it have egg in there, you know. It's
Yeah.
kind of bread, like a dinner roll if you don't have anything.
Sure. And what about the flour that you use? Is it bread flour or pastry flour?
I'm using all-purpose flour. If you want to be more healthy, you can use a whole wheat. Because I do the demo here, I'm using you can able to put some colors and using all-purpose already bleached flour. But if you want a healthy, like what I'm saying, then you can whole brown wheat one, but it feel like little coarse, but it's fine, you know.
Okay, and just a thank you for the storing details, and they do smell delicious.
Anyone who wants some, I will happy to give away, because Kevin and I cannot eat this too big batch of scone.
We must give kudos to Connie's husband, Kevin, because he is our cameraman tonight, and he's doing an excellent job. So his reward is scones.
Yeah. So just let me know if anyone wants to pick up some scone, okay?
Sure, absolutely, absolutely. So here's another question. If you are making lemon scones, do you use the juice or the juice and the lemon? If the liquid, how do you adjust the fluid? So if you're making lemon scones,
yes, if I make a lemon scone, which I did it before, I make a lemon and poppy seed before. I using a zest, and I was using a the liquid don't you, because of milk powder in there, right? So you might want to using the zest only. I would not using the juice. If you really want a sour one, you might want to I don't know, milk scone, because they're kind of smooth scone, creamy scone. I think I only using lemon zest only.
okay, good. Everybody's complimenting your presentation. I will tell you all that Connie will be helping during Chinese Lunar New Year. She will be doing some other cooking demonstrations. So we have her engaged in that, and she did own the House of Tea, House of Tea, and I've asked her also to do some tea demonstrations. The only thing is you won't get to taste right now any of the wonderful things that Connie will be making for us, but she's great.
Well, like what I say, if you feel like to won't come to the taste it, after I cook it, I will freeze it, and then you feel free to contact Elena, and I don't mind to give you address. You can come to pick up. I really Kevin and I cannot eat all this, and plus
I'll eat some.
Yes, some, but it's not all of them like that.
Right. Well, this
was
just
put your hands up, and I'm happy to give away. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that the first batch is done yet, Connie? Do you think it's done?
Let me check.
Got one open. It looks like
somebody's guarding the oven.
Okay, she should move. Move. No, burn you. Go burn you. It's getting there. It's getting there. It's gonna come out pretty clean, you know. If you like, keep asking me question for another 5 minutes, we'll be done.
Somebody's asking what part of town you live in. She lives in the southwest part of town.
Oh, I live at very close to YMCA. I walk to YMCA, you know.
Right.
The YMCA, yeah.
So Connie, we're very fortunate on this call today. There are YMCA members from all over the YMCAs, Conroe, Cypress Creek, you know, as far out as Pasadena, Pearland.
Oh, I see.
We have
yeah. I live very close by Weekly YMCA, and there's Buffalo Speedway in Kirby. That's why I'm right on the bayou. That's why I live on.
Right, that's exactly right. We have someone from the Texans Y also is on the call. So we are well represented. The Foster Y, quite a few that are represented.
Okay. So keep asking me questions, almost done. Then you can see how it look like.
Can you use any kind of fruit? For example, can you use pineapple chunks?
Yes, you could. Like I teach you before about how you watch out the texture, the consistency. So when you using the fruits have high liquid amount, then you might cut down the milk, the half and half, the cream, that's amounts of cream. So when you blend it in that time, you really to make sure that to have extra flour. Make sure that you just saw me how to do the consistency, how you measure whether the scone can scoop the time can standing up. That's how you do. Pineapple does carry a lot of juice. So the best thing to do, you can freeze a little bit or something, instead of make it like room temperature, the water running. You don't want to do that.
Okay, we're getting a lot more questions here.
Okay.
We do have somebody from the Tell Some Why, so that's great. Here's the next question. How many scones does the recipe make? So
Like the one recipe, like today I have to separate the half. The one recipe, usually I make using a half a cup, I can make 12 scones.
Okay, good. Okay. Another question is, can you talk about clotted cream? CLOTTED.
Oh my God, clotted cream. I think, okay, this is a really thing. So when I started to have the cafe at the time, people wanted to, I wanted a scone with the clotted creams. Clotted creams is not pasteurized. So it would not allow, technically you cannot not allow it in Harris County at all. So we ordered it from the England the times, but it not lasted. So I never experienced myself how to make clotted creams, but later the other day I make a lemon curd. You could use the scone if you like. Other person are asking about your plain scone. You can make a plain scone and then just help yourself with lemon curd and then just eat with lemon curd. It's very tasty.
Okay. Could you do a pumpkin scone or a cinnamon brown
Yes,
sugar?
I did that before. You can do pumpkin scone. Yeah, fresh pumpkin.
Okay. Would you need to adjust the recipe at all?
No, basically it's about the same. Like what I say, the pumpkins. If you the pumpkin, if you using a canned pumpkins, tend to carry a lot of liquid in there. So you have to learn about the consistency, how to watch the mixing of flour and the liquid. The liquid, what I mean the liquid is like half cream, half milk, or you using half and half with egg. That blended together with the flour. Okay. You understand? When I work on the time, how you watching and how you make sure the scone standing up, then you need to learn about consistency. And the pumpkin, you don't want the can of pumpkin, you don't want to use the whole can down in there. Probably the half a can and test it out. Or you can you bake your own pumpkin, make it less liquid. Oh, let me check on the scone now.
Or you're checking, there's questions about maybe fresh fruit, if you could use fresh fruit. I think they're done now.
Yes, it's done.
And boy, they smell delicious.
They do smell very good.
Okay, see, you look, let me close it before I burn my dog. Okay, here you go.
They look so beautiful with the red strawberry and the green, whatever that was called. It's really pretty.
Moringa.
Moringa. It sounds.
Okay. Now this is a blueberry one. I'm gonna put it in. Okay.
Yeah. We've got somebody who's ready to drive by your place, Connie. They're giving me all the detailed information. They don't live too far away.
Okay.
Those are gorgeous. Can you put a slight glaze on the scone, they're asking?
Put some glaze on the top.
Mhm.
You could do anything you want. After you're done, cool down, and you can decorate anything you want. Like I did it for the show before. Huh?
Cut one in half.
You can.
They want to see it. Or,
It will fall apart. You have to keep it cool. Before,
okay.
Yeah. You just be patient a little bit, and you have to keep it cool. If you at right now, if you cut it, it will fall apart.
Okay, that's okay. So you can cut one maybe and send me the picture, and when I send
what
out
I'm
the
thinking.
recipe, I'll
Yeah.
send out what it looks like when it's
Yeah.
cut.
Now see, look here. I already whipped the cream. I'm using whipped cream and the powdered sugar and heavy whipped cream. I whipped the cream already. So I will decorate it. Send the picture to Yelena.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you see exactly how it look like.
So you could glaze as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I mean.
Yeah, like a glaze on top.
Oh, well. Yeah, you can, after you cool down, you can do anything you want.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, at this point, if you like cut it, they will fall apart because center is still hot. Mm-hmm.
Wow. This is great, Connie. This was fabulous. Really. And I want to again thank Kevin for all of his technical assistance. And he, of course, will be reaping the benefits. So, Kevin, you'll have to let us know what you want Connie to make next so that, that you really want to eat a lot of.
That's right.
So this is great. Connie, I want to thank you so much for taking the time today. Let us know your kitchen, and we will be sending out the recipe and pictures. And I want everybody to remember we have a lot of programs this week. Tomorrow is the program from Reverend Gomez about La Posada, which is a Christmas tradition. Wednesday, we have a small group meeting. Wednesday night at 6:30 is our ugly Christmas sweater party. I hope all of you register. And then Thursday is our related to the Museum of Fine Arts. So thank you again to Connie. I want to say you and Connie, accolades are just coming. Everybody's loving it. Everybody's loving it.
Good.
Everybody have
a
good evening. Kevin, thank you so much. Everybody stay safe and have a good evening. All right.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Connie. Bye-bye, Kevin. Woo-hoo. Look at there. Delicious. Ah, wow. Wonderful presentation. Thank you so much. All righty. Bye-bye.
All right.